To the Golden Bee Revolution TV show. I am Lamin Bibara. Today with me I have a gentleman. As you know, we are still on our campaign against domestic violence to save Gambia from domestic violence, to have violence-free Gambia, all kind of domestic violence from the Gambia. Here with me today I have Poet Sidibe. Mr. Sidibe, welcome to Golden Bee Revolution.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bara, for having me here. I'm indeed honored.
It's a pleasure having you, Poet Sidibe. First, I would like to congratulate you for the launching that you have made, I think 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful one. I was there personally. I've seen a lot of young people showcasing their talent. And I like that so much because in our quest to tackle this domestic violence, young people need to be engaged in something. Things like that, poetry, singing, miming, and doing stuff to be useful in the society instead of creating violence here and there. What is your say on that, having young people engaged doing something?
Yeah. Young people talk about tomorrow. You're talking about today's young people. We are the people that will grow up and be elders of tomorrow. So we need to be oriented. We need to take action today, so that tomorrow when we reach there, we will guide those coming to follow the action that we took. But if we never take action today, if we grow up, it will be too late. So young people, they have a very significant role to play in taking action to the things happening today. Because normally they said the young people are the future leaders, but I always said that if you are young, don't believe in that I am a future leader. Lead today.
Lead today, exactly.
If you lead today, tomorrow, even if you shit, your actions will lead, and then you will be a leader. Because if you do something today, tomorrow, your actions will inspire others to do more and become more, and then you will be defined as a leader.
As a leader, exactly.
So they have a very significant role to play, in this.
I've seen quite a number of young people in the Gambia engaged doing such things. When I was at your poetry album launching, I was even amused when I see a lot of them, those that I don't even know about, coming out preaching peace, using poetry verses and conveying message to the people. You are a poet. What do you think you have a role to change anything when it comes to that aspect of life, like to talk to people, like especially in our localities, let them stop what they are doing, like these violent stuffs, stealing and looting and raping innocent people?
Yeah, poetry is life, and if you talk about life, you're talking about living. We live, and poetry is life. A poet writes because he or she wants to write. You write because you want to write. It's a passion. I have a passion for it, and you write. And I always said this: a real poet is the voice of the voiceless. People are facing so many difficulties. A lot of things are going wrong. So it's a duty of a poet to correct those things by using your words. People will listen. I always said we reach in a generation where we don't need politicians to come and tell us, use words and convince us, confuse us, and we need poets and activists to come and tell us what is happening. They preach peace and love, because we are living in a world of chaos and a world where you see so many things. I personally, when I write people's story, because there was a day I was going around. That was last year. My first album. If you look at this album, like 75% of the poems are people's story. I saw one lady. I was moving with my friend. There was this psychiatric patient who was nearby, her husband, her compound. She was shouting. It's like, look at this guy, chasing this psychiatric patient. It's like, this guy is not a human being. That ring a bell every day. I think about it. Another orphan also. The way they were treating that orphan, I was like, this is sad.
This is sad, yeah.
So you understand? So we are the people that preach. That's why when you preach and you are living that life, you will feel it, you will appreciate that. So poets have a very, a role to play in transforming this society. Because you see poets use different language. Wolof, Mandinka, you name it.
Yeah.
So meaning you are sending message to the people. So the people, if you are writing someone's story, write it to his or her language, so that the person will hear what you're saying, and will definitely answer to what you're saying.
So, considering that poetry is about sending message to people, people don't have to be listening to the politicians. But do you believe that people are listening to the poets? Do you believe people are listening?
Yeah, they are listening.
Are you sure?
The people are listening to the poets, especially nowadays. Now it's like poetry is conquering, because young people, after my lunch, I started this school tour, the concert.
I've been following.
Yeah. Any school I went to, you see young people. When they sent, there was this last Saturday, this young girl from Babylon, the time she was reciting a piece about orphan. I was like, this young girl is saying this. These powerful words are from the mouth of this young gentle girl. So meaning there's a hope for the future. People listening, parents will come and sit and listen. Now poetry, poets, when they talk to people listening, meaning like, people, we are now having attention. So now it is high time for us to utilize that and tell them that this is wrong. Let's change the wrong and correct, rectify things. We need to correct the, errors. There are a lot of things going wrong in this country. People don't talk about them. Politicians don't never talk about things that are affecting the people. They only tell us, if you do this, if you do that, but now poets will come and tell you, this is what is happening in the society. And it's happening. Sometimes you will listen to a piece and see yourself, hey, this guy is referring to me.
Referring to me. Yeah.
You understand? And now, the moment you perform, like when they said poetry event now, people come out. Meaning like people are listening to poetry now. Before they don't know it, but now it's conquering. And that is the dream. The dream is let poets conquer and let poets write and preach. Don't write for the sake of writing, but write and preach. Let your vision be being the voice of the voiceless. Speak for the oppressed and the voiceless.
Thank you. Let the poets preach. You are watching Star TV. This is Golden Bee Revolution TV show. Here with me is Poet Sidibe. We are on our campaign to fight against domestic violence in this country. Like we have seen recent rise in violence in our society. People stealing, people beating thieves here and there, raping each other, looting. Taxi drivers picking up girls, to go and dump them in the bush, rob and rape them. These are things that as you said, these are things that we need to be talking about. In fact, these are things that the politicians need to be talking about. We have all this violence going on, okay? But there are other violence that we are not even aware of, like the ones that are in the family level, being abused by an uncle, being abused by a father, or a child watching parents fighting right in front of them. What is your say on that? Have you ever witnessed such?
Yeah, I did. That's why I wrote this piece, Waji.
Waji.
Husbands maltreating their wives. Outside, you are soft. Inside, you are a lion. When your wife talks, you stress, stuff like that. And these are things that are undone. So many things are happening. That's why I said there's a lot of things happening inside that people don't talk about. And the people that we listen to, like we said, the politicians will never talk about those things. When you reach to our homes or compounds, you see someone will, when you go out, like a husband will come home and stress. The kids will not even, they will be scared to talk to the guy, the wives, even if you said one, if you said peace, they will bring, they said problem. So, and that is undone. There are a lot of things happening. You will stay with your auntie, they will be abusing you. Some people are living a life that is hard inside their compound, but they will never say it outside.
Exactly.
Understand?
And people are not even aware of their happening.
Sometimes they will not feel happy to go home early, because when they're there, it's like they are in prison. And these are things that are very undone. For instance, there was this young girl who said about the orphan. I never knew that she was an orphan, but she worked very hard. But she was like, my auntie, I don't know what's the problem. When I said this, even if I take permission to to go out and story, like I said, I was like, maybe she don't trust you, but on the whole, that was not the fact. The fact was like the life that she was living. The auntie controlled the father, and it was sad. So I went there. There was a day I went there. For me, I visit people. I visit people. and listen to their stories, But I went there, with a friend, so we were there. They didn't tell, I didn't observe anything, but I was talking to the the old woman. Women, they have wisdom, especially the old women. But according to our conversation, I got so many things there, But she narrated a story and said, even I am seeing that every day. So and she don't used to go out. And where is she seeing that? It's in the compound. So meaning, that story happened. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
The time, I don't believe. I asked the lady. She was like, I don't want to tell you, but definitely the life that I am living, is so sad. So then I said, okay, I will voice out your story.
Your story.
You understand? People talk about the looting. We loot. That's the date of the devil. That's why I said, do not dance to the tune of the devil.
Devil, yeah.
Because the devil is a liar.
A liar.
Young people, they always follow them. Yeah, go and loot, go and do this, go and do that, go and do that. So if you listen to the devil, you will be a loser.
Yeah. So.
You understand? You have to always be yourself. Prove yourself to yourself. If you don't want people to loot, you don't loot people.
Yeah.
But those are things that we see. They break this one up, they pickpocket people's purse, they do this stuff like that. But there are a lot of things happening inside.
Some of them are
from houses.
Some of them are broken from childhood. Yeah. They did not have. They have a very poor parental upbringing. I believe that because nowadays so the way some people treat kids when they are young, they grow up becoming terrorists, criminals, because that's the only language they understand. We fight in front of them, insult each other in front of them, beat each other in front of them. So when they grow old, they tend to believe that is the way out. This is what I should do. So sometimes we need to blame the parents and also encourage them to give a good living condition to their kids when they were young, because it is easy to mold and cement a small baby into a responsible adult, but you cannot fix a broken old man that is already broken. You cannot fix it. We are going to take our first break. We are going to listen and watch a video produced by Poet Sidibe, entitled "Listen to the Gun." It's not gone like G-U-N, gone like G-O-N-E. There is a lot in that video that we need to know about, and there's a part of it attached to this domestic violence, which I would like to talk about with Poet Sidibe. So we will take this break right now and watch that video. After the video, we will be right back.
My dear people, it is with a great sorrow that I speak to you, reminding you and begging you to listen to the gun. Listen, please listen to the gun. Let it be the growing butterfly that will fly and take us high to the sky. Let's listen to the gun. Let it be the clock that will tick-tock and remind us about our culture and tradition. The chaya, the grambuba, the kaftan, the dara, the ndelbuset, the lebon, the lupen, the kalmbelagan, the kalet, the kalam, the riti, the balafo, and the kora. Gone are days, unforgettable and comfortable days, for those days have come and gone. But listen to this piece, let it remind you about the gun. During those days, caring, sharing, affection, attention, mutual understanding was what we give to each other every time we sit together, sing together, dance together, play together, pray together, pledge our life to stand together. In the olden days, that was our social life. But today we forgot about our culture and tradition. Our dress codes were so transparent, but today that has faded away. We depend on the straight jean, the crop top, the changal, the ties, the battle rider and the utal. But politically, in the olden days, our leaders lead with courage and passion, with love for their subjects and their nation. Often they listen to the voice of their subjects and respond to their demands. The subjects respect their leaders. They don't use false words against their leaders. They join them to promote the development of their nation. But those days have faded away. Economically, honesty, and the investment for the development of our nation for the benefit of the future generation was all what we prayed and pledged our life to. But those days have faded away. Kon déglu leen ma fàttali leen ay kàddu yu fi maami bàyyi woon. Maam daan na wax naan su fi jugee neen fexe takk suñuy tànk tubéy góorgóorlu ba lum fi ji na fi sax. The togetherness, unity, let it be our strength. ñu fexe manko déggoo laaloo juboo nekk benn suñ buggee suñ aada law raw ba faw. Then listen to the gun, let it sink in, because the gun is the only solution to our today's problem. Poet Sidibe, the Kaur Kid, poetry, my medication.
Welcome back, viewers. You are watching Golden Bee Revolution TV show, coming to you from Star TV. I am Lamin Bibara. With me here is Poet Sidibe. Right from the break, we've watched the video produced by Poet Sidibe called "Listen to the Gun." Poet Sidibe, listen to the gun. Because the gun is the solution to today's problem.
Yeah.
By today's problem, you mean what actually by today's problem?
Like our problem. Today's generation, the problem is we forgot about our culture and our tradition. Before, your parent will not talk and you talk.
Yeah.
Before. You will not wear these straight jeans, this butter rider and pass your elders. Before. When they said 6 o'clock, don't go out.
Don't go out.
You will not go out. Before. People don't, disturb each other. All what they know is they will come together. Before, we come together, we sit together, we do everything together. Your problem is my problem. My problem is your problem. Before. But we forgot about all those things. Because we believe that now, we are civilized, now we are different people. No, we are who we are. If you forget about your past, you are lost. You will never be yourself. The reason why we are causing all these problems is, even before, if you will go to a compound, you will not know whether all these people are, who is their parents.
Yeah.
You understand? People will adopt people's children, but you will not know that, these people, they adopt them. They will love them, care for them, do everything for them. But now, even if you are, taking care of someone's child, everybody will know. If it's, I'm taking care of you, you are doing this, you are doing that, do this, do that, because we forgot about the gun. I don't know if you understand that.
I understand. And
before,
people don't steal from each other. People don't loot.
No, we don't loot each other.
Boys don't go around raping people.
No, they don't do that because, they respect, even that, their culture forbid it. And people before, they respect culture or tradition. This is it is not in line with our culture. We will not do it. But now people, even young kids, 7 years kids, 8 years, if you look at them, you will, when they do actions, you will say no. Because what happens? They are seeing it. They are seeing it. So if you see something, that's what you're gonna believe. Seeing is belief. That's why sometimes I will talk to my people. You know, that's why, you know, there's reality. What is reality? They said the reality is something that is real. I said it's just perception. What you see, that's what you're going to believe. And what you believe, nobody can, you know, remove that from you. So we forgot about our culture and our tradition. Before, even if you have, like, you know, we are friends. If I am to do, like, so many things to you, like, I do a lot of things for you, nobody will know that. But now, just a little problem, I will say, you know, I did this for you. A lot of things.
Or you snap it and send it on social media.
We are deformating each other's character on using the social media. You know, we are lying against each other using the you know, that's like the world of technology. So, but we forgot about our culture and our tradition. The gun is the only solution, I believe.
Yeah, listening to the gun, that video inspired me a lot because I've heard so much about it. About, you know, so many things you portrayed in that video. All the things that we forget about. You know, playing together, dressing decently. You know, respecting each other, respecting elders. You know, elders taking care of kids, even those that are not even their kids, but we all live together in harmony. But these days we forget all of that. But you know, it is good that this video is going to play a huge role in people, reminding people that we need to listen to the gun. You know, we need to listen to the past and make sure we implement those way of living so that we can live happily from henceforth. Because, you know, if you see now, it's very terrible, especially in Gambia here. You know, we are so much destroyed. You know, there is so much hate in us. There is so much hate in us. The amount of hate in us these days is so bad. You know, politics. If you go to Facebook right now, you find people insulting one another. You know, these are violence. Now, if laborers are not given their dues, you know, now somebody can just give you work. And in those days, people respect each other. When they give you work to do, no matter how difficult it is, they pay you. They pay you. They will pay you in cash. They will pay you in kind. But all those things are fading away these days. And that is terribly sad. And there is this other video that you talked about, like you are sending, I've seen you are sending message to, specifically to the youths. That is, it is sickening, something like that. I think we have that video also. We will take this break also to watch that video. That video is for you, the youth, you know, that is sitting in the ghetto with knives in the side pockets, bottles in the back, drugs in the back. That message is for you. Let's listen to that message, and when we come back, we will analyze it and see how that kind of lifestyle is contributing to the domestic violence that we have today. Youth sitting in the ghetto, not having job to do, having bottles in their back, knives around, smoking here and there. Let's see how that contributes and what is the solution given by Poet Sidibé. We will take this break and watch that video, and we will be back. Please stay with us.
My brothers, for this is sickening. It is sickening to know that sometimes I buried a bouncing baby boy alive. I kill an innocent soul in the womb. I rape the innocent girl child. I pickpocket people's purse. I embezzle public phone. I poison people's mind, and I get deep down in the heart of the innocent. It is sickening to see our leaders turning to be looters, our brothers turning to be murderers, seeing people destroying other people, people getting between people, people not being there for their people, people being obstacles to other people's progress. It is sickening seeing husbands running away from their responsibilities, men maltreating women, children beating their parents, young girls becoming prostitutes, gentle boys becoming thieves. It is sickening. So know that I am the devil. See, I am the worst guy that every bad guy want to be like. I am the eye that see every bad guy that is like I. See, I am the goddamn devil. I'm wicked. I'm a monster. I'm a disbeliever. I disobey my Lord. I am a liar. I lie to so many people. I am a cheater. I have cheated so many people. See, I am the gun. The AK-47, the bazooka, the RPG, the sniper. I am the weapon. The bow, the arrow, axe. See, I am the drug. I'm the cannabis. I'm the sum-sum, the rose, the alcohol and the marijuana. See, I
In case you are just joining us, this is Golden Bee Revolution TV show coming to you from Star TV. We have Poet Sidibe with us here. Of course, our topic today is young people as agent of change on domestic violence. We have seen a video, a very educative video about how our world today is turned upside down. We are on each other's throat, fighting each other, killing each other, rape, all those sort of violence are happening today, and this is sickening according to Poet Sidibe. Poet Sidibe, what inspired you to make the video at the first place?
Yeah, it is sickening.
Yeah.
I want to tell the people that the shit at the ghetto, everything happens there.
Yeah.
It's where they got inspiration of doing bad
things.
You're gonna see the devil. You are the devil. You doing,
the thing. You are the devil.
You are the devil.
Mm-hmm.
You are not working. You wake up. You go to the ghetto. Someone will come and pay you. I want you to better this child for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you will do it because you don't have money.
Yeah.
So if you do that, you are a devil. Someone will come and pay you. Go and kill this guy for me. You don't have money and you need money. You want to smoke. You want to do all those things. Even without that, if you sit there, you smoke overdose.
Mm-hmm.
You become unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
You will not know, what you're doing. Anything they tell you, you will do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you will do some things that you will not know.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment you do those things, you are a devil. Everything happens there. Before, those we know sitting, like the Bantaba, they are the elders.
Yeah,
they will sit there and youths, they will go to work.
Mm-hmm.
When they come home, they are thinking of doing another thing.
Another thing.
But not, you wake up and you go to the ghetto. Sit there, before you go home, it's late night.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking, do it. You don't have work, so what are you going to do? You have to do the deed of the actions of the devil.
Of the devil. Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So these are things that we have to watch out. Youths.
Mm-hmm.
Everything happens at the ghetto. Sometimes you come and explain a story. Today, someone will pass with smartphone or very expensive phone.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you are not like, that is not your hobby, that is not your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend will tell you, hey, let's go and rob this guy.
Yeah.
Let's go and do this. So you have to do it because peer influence is powerful.
Powerful.
People are different. Everything happens at the ghetto. So it is always sickening to follow the deeds of the devil. But you can if you sit home and examine yourself, nobody will tell you go and steal, go and do this, go and do that. But if you be at the ghetto, you want to have smartphone, you want to wear smart suits, you want to wear everything smart, you don't have money, you don't have work, what are you going to do?
You have to do bad things to get the money no matter what.
So this is it. And there, if you sit there, you will always have bad inspiration. Because you always see things that will, push you to do bad things.
To do bad things.
Yeah,
Definitely, that is so sickening. The ghetto life. Like I said before we watched the video, that sitting at the ghetto, having knives in the back, bottles in the back, not having what to do, not having a good job, a decent job to do. Sometimes I don't blame. Sometimes I don't blame government for not providing job for youths that are still in the markets here and there. Most of the people doing those kind of lifestyles, most of them they are school dropouts, and most of them their parents provided for them, give them money to go to school, but instead they will go to ghettos. Now, if you have exhausted the little money that you have, that you acquire from your parents to go for school as your lunch or whatever, your fare to transport to school, if you finish it, you start looking for money. And you don't have job to do. All you can do is pick money from people. So I've seen that video is so epic. There are knives, some are smoking. That is the ghetto life that we need to stop, because, as you said, everything begins from there. And if they do bad things, they blame the devil. Like you said, they are the devil. You are the devil. You doing the bad thing, you are the devil. Poet Sidibe, I've seen you doing incredible things when it comes to poetry, like preaching, like you said. So I would like to send a message to your fellow poets, or the young ones that are growing up. Because people need to, in Gambia here, when we start doing things, people will discourage us not to do them. But for me, I believe that if someone is doing something good, no matter how little the person is earning, all we could do is to encourage the person, because at least that person is engaged in doing something good. Because if the person stops that, if that person don't know what to do next, or don't have what to do next, the person may derail and start doing bad things. You know, so I would like you to send this message to the young people, to the young poets like yourself. You know, what message will you have for them so that they can continue doing like what you are doing? Let them preach. Let them not, you know, be talking about laws and here and there. Let's talk about the realities of the life, the realities of our country, what we are going through, and how can we stop it? Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, a real poet is a poet that is the voice of the voiceless and the oppressed. People, so many people are living with, you know, a lot of things. They have stories, they have experience. You know, they want to voice them out, but they can't. So you, the poet, you know their story. Voice it out for them.
Yeah.
You know, talk about something that is happening in our society, something that will have impact,
Impact.
to the life of the people. You know, South Africa, they killed this guy, this artist, Lucky Dube.
Lucky Dube, yeah.
But today they are celebrating Lucky Dube. Whenever he speaks, whenever you listen to Lucky Dube, you think that, you know, this person is living. Bob Marley the same thing. Why? Because they are saying something happening. Things, you know, these are things that will happen forever. Because even if you are, like, your friend lived the life and you voice out the story, someone will live the same life, and if that person listens to that poem will be new to that guy. You will still be new. It will feel like new thing. So always, you can play with words, you know, do anything you want, entertain people,
yeah.
but always consider to educate people.
Educate people. No, it's important.
Yeah. Send a message that people will always remember. When they said Poet Sidibe, he said, listen to this guy. What he said is what is happening today, because you want to live forever. The only way you can live forever is by leaving a legacy. We will all die. See, death don't kill, but you can live forever. Your words can replace you if you are gone. Your message can replace you if you are gone. Have that vision of I will conquer. How can I conquer is let me narrate the stories of the oppressed and the voiceless.
Voiceless.
So they will remember you forever.
Forever, and you will leave a legacy behind.
Yeah,
I believe that we once paid a visit to a veteran artist in the Gambia, Usunjai Senior. With the help of Flag of Gambia, Usain the Gambia and the team, Brahama, we walked to go and show appreciation to work he do. And there's one thing that he said that I will never forget. That the artists today, the musicians today, all right, need to be preaching peace. Because for him, he believed that if at your youthful age, if you are busy singing rubbish, if you are busy talking about rubbish at your youthful age, and these are recorded in the history. Now, if you grow old, will you like to listen to what you have said while you were young? And that history will hunt you down, because you will one day grow old. You will want to be a responsible person in the society, but people will keep reminding you of the past, what you have done, So I believe that. So that message is very important to you, the poets that are out there, the musicians that are out there. Let's talk about peace. Let's preach peace. December election is coming. Our country is going through a very dark chapter. We are facing so many challenges. People now started defaming each other just to get political gains from each other. Revealing secrets, deadly secrets about each other. Friends become enemies because of that. I think this is what we should all be talking about. This is what we should all be thinking about. Let's talk about peace. Let's promote peace. Let's talk to each other. Let's eradicate hate speech and eradicate violence in our country, because that is going to destroy us. So if we are busy talking about useless things, though they may not sound useless, they can be entertaining, but let it be something that you would like to be remembered for. Let it be something that if you listen to it in the future, so when you grow old, you will feel proud that this is what I said. That speech about that man was so wonderful, and I was like, wow, every artist in the Gambia need to hear it. And I think this same thing applies to the poets. People need to listen to those things. So we come to the end of the show. I would like you to give your final remark, your final message to the young people out there, and we wrap it up from there.
Yes, my final message to the young people is, let's know that tomorrow we will lead. So anything that we do today will affect us tomorrow. It's always late to rectify mistakes. Mistakes cannot be changed. So let us be mindful, because any mistake that we make today will affect us tomorrow. As we said, we are the future leaders. And we are doing bad things today, tomorrow they will hunt
They will
us.
hunt us down.
Let's keep doing good things, because one day we will become responsible. The Gambia is our Gambia and will forever be our Gambia. So whatever happens, let us know that whatever we are doing, we are brothers and we are sisters. We are relatives. Gambia is small. So let's watch out. Our actions, our words are powerful. Words we say, if you're going to support someone, don't divamate the guy, don't destroy the person.
Yeah.
You know, just be yourself now and be yourself. Be a responsible citizen. Because this country is our country. Whatever happens, you know, we will be the future leader. We will lead this country tomorrow. Thank you so much. I'm happy, and thank you Star TV for having me in. My pleasure, you know.
You are welcome. It's a pleasure having you, Poet Sidibe. Well, viewers, this brings us to the end of the show. This is Golden Bee Revolution TV show coming to you from Star TV. I am Lamin B. Bara. We are sending you good message today, the youth of today. Poet Sidibe have produced 2 videos that are so magnificent, so important for us to learn from. You know, we need to listen to the gun and try not to be the devil. Be your brother's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. Don't fight. Don't quarrel. Election is coming. We may be different in politics, but we are all the same Gambian. We are all the same people. We grow up together. We all live in the same environment. When we destroy Gambia, it is for us. So for now, we will say bye-bye. Many thanks to Star TV. Many thanks to the camera crew and the control room, the lady Jaria. To thank you so much, Ambai Boop. This is Golden Bee Revolution TV. So we are saying bye-bye for now. And we apologize. One of our guests, Barham Cham, could not make it here today. But somewhere in the future, he will be here to talk about, because he's also a peace ambassador, also fighting for violence to stop in the Gambia. Until next Tuesday, thank you for watching.